December 12th, Our Lady of Guadalupe. On December 9th, 1531, in Mexico, Our Lady appeared to Juan Diego, a poor, humble Aztec Indian who had recently converted to the Catholic faith. She asked him to go to the local priest and have him build a church, where she said, "I will show and offer my love, compassion, my help, my protection to my people." Juan Diego did as she asked, but the priest asked for a sign that this message was really from Our Lady. Mary granted this request. On December 12th, she showed Juan Diego where the most beautiful Castilian roses were and told him to gather them. It was a miracle in the first place that the roses were there and in bloom, because there was frost on the ground, and the ground was an infertile place where only cactus and thistle grew. After he gathered them, she helped him arrange them in his tilma or poncho and told him to show them to the priest. When he brought them to the priest, he was amazed at the roses, but even more amazed at what began to happen in Juan Diego's tilma. Right before their eyes, the image of Our Lady began to form on the cloth. The picture of Mary was beautiful, and the priest fell to his knees. He had the church built at her request. The tilma is still intact after 470 years. The colors have not faded and the cloth has not deteriorated. It has been on display in the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe for all this time. The manner in which Our Lady appeared on the tilma was very significant to the Aztec Indians. God had her dressed in a way that they would understand who she was. She was dressed in royal clothes that showed that she was very important, perhaps a queen. She also had the symbols of the cross on her neck, which was the symbol that the Spanish had on their ships and in the churches they built. She had a sash tied around her waist, which meant that she was with child, for this was the way the Aztec women dressed when they were pregnant. On her beautiful dress were all sorts of designs and flowers, but there was one flower on her dress that was very significant. It had only 4 petals. To the Aztecs, the 4-petal flower was a symbol for the true God, the God above all gods. This flower was located on her abdomen, right over the place where Jesus was growing inside her. The Aztecs immediately understood that this was the mother of the true God. This appearance of Our Lady of Guadalupe was very important. The Aztec Indians' culture and religion were very different from the Spaniards, for they worshipped gods to whom they would offer human sacrifices, often killing 50,000 people a year. The Spaniards who were Catholic were naturally disgusted by this, but they were also cruel to the Aztecs, treating them like animals and sometimes killing them for no reason. If war had occurred, it would have been very brutal, and Spaniards and Christianity would have been totally wiped out. Mary's appearance changed everything. It helped the Indians embrace Christianity, and it helped the Spaniards treat the Indians with respect as human beings. In the course of 7 years, 6 million Indians converted to the Catholic faith. This was the biggest conversion in the history of the Church. This is why Our Lady of Guadalupe is the patroness of the Americas.